So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Paulo Dybala. His game's all about control and subtlety, rather than power and strength. But that doesn't make it any less effective. He goes past defenders with a couple of silky skills, create shooting opportunities for himself, or open things up for a few teammates. He's also a huge, huge threat from set plays.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Inter Milan have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack.
Chance! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Barella goes sliding in, looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Climbs up big! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Dybala. Now it's Marlon. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Marlen. Now it's Dybala. Kone. Celik. Now it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Caresses it through. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ndika. Celik. And Marlon. He's beaten the last man. De Ketelaere. Spread it left. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's picked out the run. Svila attempts a clearance. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Kone.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Kone. Marlen. Threads one in. Oh, super find. Shot at goal! They've scored! crossing. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2. And he's had a hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! And it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And it's Cristante.
Cristante really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
There's the header! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Indica. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Marlon. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pavlovic getting this one clear. Ambrosini, Indica, spots it and intercepts. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, good-looking ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's been slipped through. And he's managed to get free. Picks out brilliantly. And he shoots! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He's on it, can he get away? Donadoni is onto this. Great chance! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Inter Milan are having a ball here. Cristante. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Batistuta. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Marlon has it out wide and in space. He's onside. Another chance from a corner. Dybala plays it short. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Inter Milan pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. There's the start of the second half. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ambrosini, Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Brilliantly cut out. Serginho. That's a cute ball. That looks a good ball through. Kone. Short changes him with that pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Can he get on the end of this? And he's in on goal. He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And that could well leave a mark. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Neatly clipped into space. Kone, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, super ball. And the shot! No mistake! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Milinkovic-Savic. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally, they've decided to single him out.
It's a promising position. Milinkovic-Savic. Here's Rafael Leao. Now it's Dovbyk, and that could set him on his way. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Milinkovic-Savic, can he get it through? That looks a cracking ball. Gets his head on it! Oh, taken with style! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. The Ketelara being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Rafael Leao. He can run onto that. Chance for a shot! He scores! He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Inter Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Now there's a shooting chance! Oh, he really got hold of that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now it's Ndombele. Now it's Dovbyk. Milinkovic-Savic. And a chance! Stunning from Milinkovic-Savic! A finish right from the top draw. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Could be danger here. Ambrosini, the most accurate pass. Nicely intercepted.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Dovbyk's cross. Bailey. Soulé. Now it's Marlon. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, he's burst through! Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Dovbyk. Looking for options for movement. Bailey. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Aimed beyond the defence. Cristante. Rafael Leao. Nice interception, well timed. And he's managed to get rid. In with the challenge. Dovbyk. He's going to be disappointed with that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's in a great position here. Ndombele! And it's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Inter Milan have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. So off he goes. He was the star turn and he's being received accordingly.
I think he's put in a good shift and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 18.
And that will be the final act. Inter Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Inter really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, the formation that was once the staple diet of the Italian game and still holds its place. To be honest, Peter, had I gone on to be a coach, this would have been my preferred setup. I think it can service many different approaches, and it could add numbers quite quickly at either end of the pitch. With the right talent, this can be a try.
He's one-on-one, shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Barella gets a foot in here. And he's picked out the run. And he shoots! Oh, taken with style. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And yes, it's him again. Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled.
Chance! Yes! And with that, he takes home the match ball. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their fate.
Climbs up big! They've done it! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So is this the start of a comeback? Pulisic. Barella. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish?
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking for a runner. To Ketelara. To Ketelara! And it's in! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Inter Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Keep ball now, how can he reach it? Now it's to Ketelara. He's having a shot! They've scored! And that for him is goal number 10. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. There's the shot! He scores! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Numero 11.
Inter Milan are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Decent chance! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Numero 22.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a throw. Nice bit of trickery. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the shot takes a shot! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Looking for options for movement. He's in a great position here. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. Pulisic, and now the breakaway. And the finish! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Numero 18.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Shifted it to the flank. Serginho. This ended up in no man's land. There's the whistle for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Inter have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
Inter Milan have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And the game has already resumed here. It's a promising position.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pulisic, Batistuta, and the ball is out of play. De Ketelare, and that is a little undercooked. And they're quick to get it back. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
It's a threatening ball. Serginho. Shot could be on. Well, what about this? Can he finish? It's hit the crossbar. And he's there to belt it away. Batistuta under intense pressure.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Knocks it into space. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely aimed pass. Quality ball. Donatoni.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Pulisic is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Pass somewhat off target. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Numero 99. Lascia il campo per il numero 92.
Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's De Vrel. Distributed tidily. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Batistuta. De Vrel. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he's bustling through here. Serginho calmly anticipates. Oh, that's a key interception. Spread out to the left. Oh, easy pickings there. Ambrosini. That's really well manoeuvred. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Big header! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Numero 4.
And he's done it again, he's got his second.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Inter Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Now it's Rafael Leao. That's beautifully weighted. Cleared without hesitation. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Batistuta. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Serginho. Now that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good take. Now there's the header! Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Nicely spread. Oh, no joy this time.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Cambio di giocatori.
Ambrosini. He's gone for goal! It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And that's the keeper's ball. No, that's been intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Milinkovic-Savic.
4 minuti di recupero.
It's crossed in. A header! And that's past the post. Four added minutes on the board. Out to the left it goes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, that's well spotted. And that will be the final act. Inter Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Batistuta, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And the shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan, breakthrough, nice and early, just as they wanted it. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Donatoni. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Tries to play it through. That has been cut short. Good ball, good take. Adrian Bernabé. Ambrosini.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
To Ketelara. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ah, he's given it away. And the shot! Now this could be a chance. In he goes again! He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Keeper's dealt with that. Played into the box, climbs up big! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now he's off and running. De Ketelara. And it's Serginho. And he's picked it up out wide. Flashes it across. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
De Ketelara. Donatoni. Oh, that's a fine interception. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Donatoni, who does have an assist to his name. No luck with that dink over the top. And that has been knocked clear. Corner number 2 then. Keeper has taken decisive action. Palmer have the chance to go the other way. In with the challenge. Aimed beyond the defence. Adrian Bernabé. Now, can they get him away? De Ketelara, looking to play him in. Chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And it's Batistuta. De Ketelare. Donadoni gets into a good position. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Played into space. Oh, nicely intercepted. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Under an awful lot of pressure. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's out for a goal kick. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Batistuta. Nicely spread. Can he get onto this? He's on it, can he get away? Big chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? So, third corner of the game. Punched away. Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. De Ketelare. Cross needs to be good. That has been knocked clear. Oh, can he get onto this? Ambrosini has given away a free kick. And there's the end of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Inter Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Costa Curta.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Played out towards the right wing. Pulisic. Nicked it back promptly. Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
A case now of complete control. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Goes forward. Now he's off and running. Just eases him off the ball. Barella being hunted in packs.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Shot could be on. He's having a shot!
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Pulisic receives it in a wide position. And that is expertly dealt with.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314
Searching pass he's played there.
spettatori.
No way through there. And he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot. They've scored. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Gol per l'Inter.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Sostituzione
So
per
the manager
l'Inter.
can make a change for the first time in the game here. Rafael Leao to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from... Terrific header! It's a goal! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Numero 10.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Numero 22.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Inter Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Great ball if he can get there. Batistuta! No mistake! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh no circumventing this opponent. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 17. Viene sostituito con il numero 21. Cambio di giocatori.
Mr. goes for a shot! Oh, he really got hold of that. Half an hour gone in the second half. And they can counter here. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Dovbyk providing an outlet on that flank. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retreat. This time, surely! Oh, denied at the last.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
So their fourth corner of the game. Surely now! They've got to be quick to recover this. And now they can clear their lines. foot in. Rafael Leao looking for options for movement. Rafael Leao is shoots!
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Batistuta. Oh, super ball. Dovbik. And that's past the post. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Oh, sweet feet. He's cut it out. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Batistuta. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ambrosini. Now, he's got space here. Now, the ball's gone astray. And it's Barella. Delicate ball, and it needs... Bullish header! Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Cutrone. That's at the end. Inter Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Batistuta, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the Belgian boy, De Ketelaere, is worth a mention, Peter. He's got a great mix of creativity, versatility and tenacity.
Big chance! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Batistuta. That's a sharp pass. Pavlovic did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he had to make that, and he didn't. Ah, he's given it away. Batistuta! And he's straight offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. De Ketelaere did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Out of play for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is... Takes the shot! No, he's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Oh, there's a probing ball. De Ketelaere. Oh, well measured. And it's made its way to him.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Donadoni. The Fry wins the duel this time. Ambitious ball here. He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Corner number 2 then. Chance to shoot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Milan are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. Shoots! And it's hoisted clear. Parma were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Evair, and the pass is intercepted, and it's Barella. Serginho. Good ball, good take. De Ketelara. It's a searching pass. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Evair. 30 minutes gone. Now the ball in. And he's there to clear it. He's having a hit! They want to be quick to recover this. Deep cross. Costa Curta attempts a clearance. Barella. Now that's well seen too. Looking for options for movement. And here's the kind of chance! Decent enough try. Now what about a counter-attack? And no, that was never going to make it. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, this is... And he shoots! Goal! And this is getting better and better. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a dawdle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross into the box. Cleared away. The ball has bounced loose now. Donadoni. Evair. That's a shade optimistic. He can get that clear. And the first half is done. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Serginho picks it up out wide. Parma have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pulisic. Dybala. He's got away. And he's taking no chances there. That could spell trouble. And he's gone looking for safety. To Ketelara.
Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
That is very well defended. Donadoni proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Has a look and plays it forward. And he's intervened well there. Milan with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Can he get on the end of this? To Ketelara. And this is Dybala. To Ketelara. Taken back almost at once. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? He scores! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Gol per il Parma. Ha segnato al 60° minuto. Numero 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Ribery defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
It's a pretty loose pass. Parma get their fourth corner. He's looking wide. Cross needs to be good. That'll be a throw-in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Not the most accurate pass. Searching pass he's played there. Maignan. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pavlovic. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Serginho. Probing pass. Dovbik is wide and looking to get onto this. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Çalhanoğlu does really well to win the ball there. And he plays one through. Pavlovic gets over and intercepts. Oh, delightful ball.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Played in deep.
Evair really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pass somewhat off target. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That's a lovely, neat pass. The Fry gets rid without sophistication. Tries to play it through. He's had a shot!
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23, numero 27. Lasciano il campo per il numero 91, il numero 3.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.